So the very next stage is we're going to be doing a pre-rinse. My camp and my thoughts are still in doing the initial pre-rinse with no product on. This is of course for my level of maintenance in my cars. I'm not washing cars that are 5,000 miles without a wash or washed once a month. So I'm not technically pushing any contamination into the paint as it's, as it's claimed. And the way I judge my pre-washing techniques is I look at my paint in the sun. If my paint's flawless and continues to be flawless, I keep doing what I'm doing. So what I like to do is I like to pre-rinse first. Again, I don't know if you've already seen a little bit of overspray on the arches, but the car's extremely hydrophobic. So I just like to blow off anything loose, and then we're going to come in with a foam treatment, and then pre-rinse, and then go into the contact wash with a double wash method. So again, a nice thorough rinse. I'm running full pressure on my Krenzler wall setup, and I've got a very custom orifice which is dropping my pressure to around 900 psi. I'm going to be doing a whole host of videos, again, relating that topic and how you can customize your actual flow rate without touching the machine at all. But this allows me to get maximum, so 10 liters a minute, at pretty much, as you can see. It's not even hurt me, so which is nice, and that just allows me to flush the whole car down so fast. So onto the pre-wash stage, I am rolling with exactly 75 milliliters to 925 milliliters of water. So 75 mil of foam. Again, as I said, I'm using common sense and I'm using my eyes to tell me how the car is looking. So I've just dropped it ever so slightly, just to give me the same effect, because I'm not tackling as much dirt as I normally would if I'm driving through, say, winter or a more prolonged period of time. So as you can tell, the consistency on this is perfect. It's running off fast enough yet sticking slow enough onto the paint, so it's the perfect combination. I've just learned over the years, a certain repellent surface is going to do X and a certain dilution is going to do Y, so you just need to play around in your own head. But on this level paint, at how long I've driven it in between the wash, 75 mil on this specific one is just perfect. Agitate the shampoo as normal. Filling it just to about full in both water and head. So the main reason I like to put our wash on via a foam cannon is because a lot of people haven't seen what damage can be caused with improper washing techniques. So you've got a lot of shampoo on the paint, so that's providing you the slickness. You've got shampoo in the bucket providing you double the slickness. Now the whole theory is imagine you had, let's say my fist is the rock, a twig, whatever it may be. You've got that on the paint, even a piece of dust, If you catch it with a low kind of slickness abrasive, which is your wash pads, low slickness shampoo, you're going to scratch. Now, if the paint is super slick, even if you do catch something, you won't have anything wrong. So of course that prevents your typical swirling, your scratching, and the love marks, as I call them. So the next time you're in a car park and it's a sunny day, I know this is really sad, but I do it. I just look at cars in the sun and I can usually tell what type of person you are. Are you a car guy? Are you an entry-level car guy that kind of just starting the journey but you don't know what you're doing? As I said, I'm getting very sad in my life. Now, the other major advantage is when we developed wash, we developed it to work in conjunction with the sun. So if the sun peaks out right now and it dries, nothing's going to happen. It's a free rinsing formulation. Now, I see a lot of guys, whether it be driving past them or kind of on videos, a lot of people are doing a panel at a time and rinsing the cars with normal tap water. So the best thing you can do is actually leave the shampoo on to dry. Now, a lot of people have obviously called out that specific formulation fact or chemistry fact, but honestly, just do a little bit of research. And the people that normally don't do that, unfortunately, are just normal people. You know, it's not being snobby in any way, it's just they don't understand how to do a professional level car wash in under 40 minutes. But this is why I foam twice. There's no other benefit. You know, people saying, oh, a shampoo adds fantastic shine to my paintwork. Shampoos don't add shine, or pH neutral ones don't anyway. So you think your car's shinier because it's clean. That's literally as far as that conversation will ever go. And it full stops at the end of that sentence I've just mentioned. Unfortunately, there's a lot of ignorance within, whether you call it the industry or the car washing community. A lot of people obviously would have listened to their dads and their granddads from 1923, you know, and saying this is how you wash a car, which, let's be honest, it's not. But that's what I would recommend. If you've never tried the, I call it the double foam method, I really urge you to try it because it is very nice. Now, there are a lot of Americans, especially the ones who live in the southern regions of the US, obviously try and debunk the double foam method when they're saying the first foam is useless, because apparently dirt is dirt, whether you're in Texas, Florida, Arizona, you know, those sort of kind of states. However, you'll be wrong, because when you go to Europe and you have weather that, you know, has to carry sometimes salt, or there is kind of it's very muddy, then it rains, then it's hot and then muddy again, but mainly salt, like you have to try and remove that. Obviously right now I'm not removing any salt. I'm in the middle of the, well, I say the British summer, it's about to rain now, well, it's raining now. But when you come to the winter time, you want to slightly adjust your washing technique, you know, maybe use a little bit of a pre-wash. So obviously the double foam method, the first one is your pre-wash foam, two completely different products. And then your secondary foam is your more gentler, neutral solution, which acts not as a cleaner. It's got nothing to do with cleaning at this point. It's literally as a lubricant. All right, so the contact wash is done in between the rain. We're just gonna simply rinse it off and continue on to the next steps. Okay, so maintenance wash is technically completed. We're going to move now on to the what I call the pretty bits, where we really finish the vehicle off and really make it pop on all the accents, and that will be the end of the maintenance wash. I'll see you guys soon.